What if I told you that inside a simple egg lies one of the most misunderstood foods on the planet? For decades, it's been called both a superfood and a health risk. Doctors once warned us about cholesterol, while nutritionists called it nature's perfect package of protein and life. So what's the real story? Are eggs your body's best friend? Or a ticking time bomb on your breakfast plate? Let's crack it open. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is an egg? It's not just food, it's the blueprint for life itself. Every egg is a self-contained world, complete with all the nutrients needed to grow an entire living being. That's why it's so nutritionally dense. It's literally designed to create life. Inside, you have the egg white, or albumin, mostly made of high-quality protein and water. Then there's the yolk, the golden core packed with vitamins, minerals, fats, and essential nutrients. Together, they form one of nature's most efficient and balanced foods. One large egg contains about 6 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat, and just 70 calories, yet delivers nearly every vitamin and mineral your body needs in trace amounts. Vitamin B12, D, A, selenium, choline, and even antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect your eyes from aging. That's a lot of nutrition for something that costs less than $1. So how did the humble egg become controversial? It all began with cholesterol. An average egg yolk contains about 185 milligrams of cholesterol. And for decades, health authorities warned that dietary cholesterol could clog arteries and cause heart disease. But here's what science now says. That theory was oversimplified. Most of the cholesterol in your blood isn't directly from food. It's produced by your liver. When you eat cholesterol, your body simply makes less. In fact, for most healthy people, eating eggs has little to no effect on overall blood cholesterol levels. Multiple large-scale studies, including those from Harvard and the American Heart Association, have found that moderate egg consumption, 1 egg per day, does not increase the risk of heart disease for most people. Quite the opposite. It can actually improve levels of HDL, the good cholesterol that helps clean arteries. So if eggs aren't the villain, why do some people still worry? Well, for a small percentage of the population, called hyperresponders, dietary cholesterol can cause sharper increases in blood levels. These individuals might need to limit their intake, but for the rest of us, eggs are perfectly safe and beneficial. Now let's talk about protein, because eggs are the gold standard. Nutritionists use the biological value, BV, to measure how efficiently protein is absorbed and used by the body. Eggs have a BV of 100, the highest possible score. That means no protein source, not even meat or fish, is more efficiently used by your body than the one found in an egg. It's no wonder athletes, bodybuilders, and astronauts rely on them. Eggs aren't just food, they're fuel. But not all eggs are created equal. You've probably seen labels like free-range, organic, or omega-3 enriched. But what do they really mean? Free-range means hens have access to the outdoors. Cage-free means they're not kept in small cages, though often still indoors. Organic eggs come from chickens fed organic feed with no antibiotics or synthetic pesticides. And omega-3 eggs come from hens fed flax seeds or fish oil, boosting the healthy fats in the yolk. If you've ever cracked open a bright orange yolk, you've probably noticed how different it looks. Richer, more vibrant, almost alive. That color often reflects the hen's diet. More greens, grains, and sunshine usually mean more nutrients. But there's another question. Can eggs actually protect your health? Research shows that eggs help maintain muscle mass, improve brain function, thanks to choline, and even support eye health. Lutein and zeaxanthin, found in the yolk, act like natural sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light and protecting your retina from damage. In fact, 1 egg a day has been linked to a reduced risk of stroke in several studies. And because of their high satiety, meaning they keep you full longer, eggs can even help with weight control. That's why eating eggs for breakfast is one of the most effective ways to reduce daily calorie intake without feeling deprived. But here's where it gets fascinating. Eggs are also a story of human evolution. For early humans, finding eggs meant survival. They were portable, nutritious, and required no cooking to be edible in emergencies. Even ancient cultures viewed them as symbols of fertility, rebirth, and the cycle of life itself. From Egyptian hieroglyphs to Easter traditions, the egg has always symbolized beginnings, both spiritual and physical. And yet, despite all this, eggs have been unfairly vilified for decades, mostly due to misunderstanding, fear, and marketing. Remember when egg white omelets were considered healthier? We now know that throwing away the yolk means tossing out half the nutrition. The yolk isn't your enemy, it's your body's ally. Still, moderation matters. Eating a dozen eggs every day isn't a tea necessary, but 1 to 2 eggs daily fits comfortably into a balanced diet for most people. If you have diabetes or high cholesterol, talk to your doctor, because how your body handles cholesterol can vary individually. And please, don't fear the yellow. That golden center holds fat-soluble vitamins your body can get from the white alone. Vitamins A, D, E, and K, essential for your immune system, brain, and skin. Now, let's address one last question. Brown or white eggs? Is there any difference? Nope. The color comes from the breed of the chicken. Brown eggs aren't healthier. They're just from brown-feathered hens. What truly matters is how the hens lived, what they ate, and how fresh the eggs are. So, after all that, what's the truth about eggs? They're one of the most nutrient-rich, affordable, and sustainable foods available to humans. A symbol of life, energy, and simplicity. That's been unfairly misunderstood for too long. Eggs are not the enemy of your heart. They're the friend of your body when eaten with balance and respect for their natural power. So tomorrow morning, when you crack open that egg, take a moment to appreciate it. You are not just making breakfast, you are tapping into millions of years of nature's perfect design. If you learned something new today, hit like, subscribe for more food truths, and comment below. How do you like your eggs? Scrambled, fried, or boiled? Like and subscribe to stay with us on this delicious journey through the world of food and ancient flavors.